Pastor Diana. Welcome to a daily devotion. I'm so glad you've chosen to take a few moments to spend some time with God. This week, we are exploring the theme of walking in the light and what it means to live a life following Jesus Christ, the light of the world. In the book of Ephesians, written to one of the early New Testament churches, we hear these words from chapter 5. Therefore, imitate God like dearly loved children. Live your life with love, following the example of Christ, who loved us and gave himself for us. He was a sacrificial offering that smelled sweet to God. Nobody should deceive you with stupid ideas. God's anger comes down on those who are disobedient because of this kind of thing. So you shouldn't have anything to do with them. You were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. So live your life as children of light. Light produces fruit that consists of every sort of goodness, justice, and truth. Therefore, test everything to see what's pleasing to the Lord, and don't participate in the unfruitful actions of darkness. Instead, you should reveal the truth about them. So what does it mean to walk in the light? The author tells us that we are to imitate God and that we are to test ideas and things and to make sure that they are of God. And how do we know that? When we do things that produce goodness, justice, and truth. That is when we are walking in the light. And you know, it's sometimes hard to figure out what that is. What does it mean to walk in the light and to do things that produce goodness and justice and truth? And how do we know those things? This week, we're going to explore a little bit about that. But I will share with you one song that, as we were looking at this series, that came into my heart and mind, and I hope you will consider it what it means. The song showed up in our chalice hymnal when I was a child, and I'd never heard it before, but it was a beautiful one that resonated, and I was around the world, and I'm glad that it is part of the songs that I know. It is called Siyahamba, which is a Zulu word, and it's translated into English of "We are walking in the light of God." And it was brought to lots of countries in around the 1950s by a Lutheran group, and it kind of spread around Christianity because it captured this idea of what it means to live in light. But the thing that's important to remember about this song, especially for me as a privileged white American, is that it is really a song of protest. It's from South Africa, and it was sung during the time of apartheid, when people were protesting injustice and racism and the ways that powers around them oppressed them. But they sang, "We are marching in the light of God." They were taking actions that bore fruit of goodness, justice, and truth, and they reminded themselves of that. And so it's not just being nice to people, in fact, that's probably not the best word, about walking in the light. It's about taking actions every day that help us live as children of light, following the light of the world, whose love embodies justice, goodness, and truth. And so let's explore what that means this week. Will you join me in prayer? Gracious and loving God, we give you thanks for Jesus, the light of the world. And I pray that you help me to live as a child of the light today, in your love, doing the things that bring fruit to the world, doing the things that embody goodness and justice and truth. Guide my path now and always in your light. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me, and I encourage you to take a moment and look in the comments or the description of this video, and you can learn a little bit more about this song, Siyahamba, and maybe even find a YouTube video. So make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss a single one, and maybe share this video with somebody if it meant something to you. I hope that you have a wonderful day walking in the light.